Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalsabre here. Let's talk some music. What music? The music that I listened to last week. And what did I did last week? Took a little trip down below with my grandson last week and visited two new record stores I haven't been to before. And first one was Dr. Strange Records. My grandson picked up an album there. But I did pick up myself a nice little souvenir from them. And then Calling Coffee Cup. Then we went to Rhino Records, where I picked up two albums. My grandson picked up one that was in Montclair, California. But I didn't get to watch them, listen to them this week. Maybe next week we'll get them on. But let's get on to what we're here for in the first place. What music did I listen to last week? Well, the big one arrived on March 8th, a week ago Friday, but I didn't have a chance to listen to it last Friday or Saturday. So the first one on the list this week is the 50th anniversary of Alice Cooper's $1 Billion Babies. This is a nice collector's edition. Texture looks like a wallet. Try three albums. You get the $1 Billion Babies album remastered, and you get a concert. I think it's in Florida or Texas, one of the two. Let me tell you. So I put my glasses on, and I'll tell you exactly. Right? No, let's not be guessing too much here today. Texas. Then the third album is remakes and outtakes. Pretty good. It's cool stuff. So let's see what's it. It is a trifold. So let's get her open and take a look at it. Okay, the first one we're going to look at, going to move this around a little bit for you, is the inside. Stand up and do this. I'm recording in a new location, so if it seems like I'm flubbing around, I am. I'm still trying to do a setup. So we got some nice pictures over here. We got a nice picture of Alice over here. Then over here we got the tracks. And some more pictures of the gang. Then on the last trifold, this just opens up like this. Things are falling out on me. On the back, looks like a money clip. Why is it a money clip? You say. Well, because a lot of stuff in here to show you. All right, there is a fold out souvenir $1 billion bill for the $1 Billion Babies. Pretty cool souvenir, huh? I think so. And then the inside has got another thing, some more pictures. I didn't get to show you that one. As you can see, they're coming up over here. This is not working out for me. There we go. Hopefully, I'll get better with this, guys. With this, I'll be doing some adjustments during the week. Then, what do we got here? We got the first album in here. Let's get some nice pictures. Young Alice Cooper, young guys. The second and third albums, I was a little bit disappointed in that they come in this black paper, but it's paper, not anti-static vinyl and that. But there is another thing in here to show you. That is this book that comes with it. A lot of writing in this book, and I did have started reading this. I read about the first three songs, and it's all the way through. It's what each member of the producer, Alice, and each member of the group gets their own. Like they're going to be talking about the first song, and then each one of them writes a little paragraph about what they were doing, what they thought about the first song, what the first song was about. things like that. So that was pretty cool, pretty neat reading that. So this was a nice, very nice addition to my collection. I'm really happy that I ordered it and it delivered on time, on the day that it opened. I mean, on release date, and it was delivered here to my house, and it is in my collection. We'll get played some more. So that was Billion Dollar Babies, the 50th anniversary set by Alice Cooper. All right. Well, very good. Next thing I listen to, I'll be doing these in order. Okay. That I how I listen to them during the week. The next one was a CD. Up the right way. By Leonard Skinner. It's called The Last of a Dying Breed. Really good Southern rock album released in 2013. And it has a nice little book on it, which I'm not reading. And you'll see why in a second. Okay, here's the book. As you can see, the print is pretty small and pretty hard with these old eyes, even with my glasses in the magnifying glass. But it's in there. And if I ever take the time to get a stronger magnifying glass, maybe I'll check all of that out. Pretty good. Rocked real well. I enjoyed the heck out of this. Must have bought it back in 2013 because it was in that shelf where I'm pulling the CDs off one at a time. And there is the CD itself. All right, that was Leonard Skinner, The Last of a Dying Breed. Saw them live at the Pomona County Fair a while back, and I'm for a fair show. They were really good. That was a really good concert for them. Okay, the next thing I watched was, let's get the shrink off right away. And this is called His Band and the Street Choir by Van Morrison. Okay, this was his fourth album in 1970, and it's a blues album, and I believe this is an original. Okay, comes on the nice green label. So they have a little picture, but it is green. Okay, from what I read on, Van Morrison wasn't real happy with the outcome of this. He even re-recorded it with the session band. He still didn't like it, but it was well received, and I can see why because I really liked. Okay, and then just some advertisement for Reprise Records, one in Warner Brothers Records. That's the inner sleeve. It is a gatefold, so I'll give you a look here. This is the back, which you didn't first see at first. Then inside we got the credits and a little bit about what Van Morrison's saying. Let's get this going this way. A little crazy for bear with me, gang, with this new setup here. Got to do something to get this fixed. So that was uh, the band and his street choir by Van Morrison from 1970, his fourth album. Okay. Then I went back to that bunch of soul and funk records that I brought in from that one auction. I only had two left. I brought one of them in this week, and this is, let's get the shrink off. This is Throwing Down by James Brown. Kind of a strange looking album there, huh? This was his sixth album from 1982. A lot of funk and soul on here. I must admit, even though it was from my hometown, I wasn't real familiar with Rick James until I got these albums in this collection, and I really liked the stuff he did. It was pretty cool, real Tovak, and you can see this is a DJ promotional on the white label, DJ copy. So another nice addition to the collection. That was Throwing Down by Rick James. Okay, next thing I want to watch, look at, or listen to is another CD. And I listened to one that come in this pack that I've had, got it off that shelf. And this is Van Halen's the first six albums, and it was like the David Lee Roth days. And the first, so I did the very first album that Van Halen ever released in 1978. And this is Van Halen. What a rocking tune this was. Let's see if I can read some of these here. No, can't read them. Too small for me right now. So that was Van Halen. If you ever never listened to it, this really rocks. Go down there and or stream it on one of your favorite streaming channels. Check it out. Okay, so that was the 1978 first debut album by Van Halen, titled Van Halen. All right, moving along here. Next one is one of my favorite groups from way back in the day, and this is the album Bark by Jefferson Airplane. Get it out of the shrink here. It's got some great. Everybody put out some nice, crazy stuff back in the old days when they packaged things. See, that JA you saw was not there. I'll show you that in a minute. Here's the actual Bark album. Okay, Bark. This was their sixth album, and their first one went out without Marty Bell, and it's a pop and psychedelic pop, folk, and rock and psychedelic rock. And we got some stuff to show you in here. Let's see, I'll show you the album first. Comes what's called on the Grunt label. It's pretty good for an old album, huh? Grunt. Okay, then we have, you saw that brown, that JA on there? It's a bag, paper bag with different stuff on there. Lyrics and or song titles. Then over on the other side, credits. Some pictures of Grace and all of the gang here. And then, that's not all. That's not all. Then there's another insert. I'm having a hard time getting it out here. Should have taken it out before. And here we go. And first thing we got now, this first one side, it's a big pen, is lyrics. Then, on the flip side, what to what you can do with the bag, and it gives you all these different lists of things that you can do with the bag. Kind of crazy. Uh, the people that put the products together back in the day were something else. Can't read that one. It's a little dark. I gotta do something with this lights too. So that was Bark by Jefferson Airplane, their sixth album in 1971. Okay. Don't forget, go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Push it out into your social media channels. You know, it really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate all my subscribers greatly. Uh, we'll be watching for around the last day of the month. As I do these weekly ones that I listen to, the last day of the month, I will be listing them again, just listing them, and I will highlighted the ones that I like the most out of each week. Not all together, out of each week. And then at the end of the year, I'll do a big one of who won, who the most. Okay, this next album here is the second album by a great group called Genesis, and this was their album Trespass from 1970. This is before the Phil Collins days and the Steve Hackett days. Was very, very prog rock. I'm just now learning more about prog rock. Never knew it existed really to tell you the last 10 years. And then this has got this Super Savings advertisement inside the plastic, which I don't keep the records in anymore. And this is a reissue, I believe. Let me check my note here. Yeah, this is a 1981 reissue of the 1970 album. It's in pretty good shape too, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. You know, learning more about prog rock every day. You know, liking it. So this was definitely prog, so I can understand where they started from, and I understand from then after Phil Collins, they weren't so much prog as they started to get the radio hits going out there. But anyway, that is what I listened to this week, and I hope all of you has enjoyed this presentation. Put some stuff. If you have any questions, what'd you like out of these ones that I said? Have you listened to any of them? Which ones? Let me know. SoCalsabre saying, take care of yourselves out there. Thank you for stopping by. Be kind to each other and stay safe.